Chapter 4, Theory of Consumer Behavior. First, I will be reading to you our case problem. Suppose you are given a budget of 60 pesos to be spent for personal consumption in Yum Burger and Halo Halo. The price per unit of Yum Burger is 8 pesos, while 4 pesos for Halo Halo. Further, an incomplete consumption and utility schedule is given to help you out make decisions. Our first task is to complete the consumption and utility schedule. As you can see, this is the incomplete consumption and utility schedule. On the first table, we have Q as our quantity from 1 to 8. Then given are the marginal utility for Yum Burger and marginal utility for Halo Halo. To get the total utility for Yum Burger, we need to copy first the marginal utility for Yum Burger of 160, then add it to 144 to get 304. Then 304 add to 128 to get 432, and so on and so forth. In getting total utility for Halo Halo, we need to copy also the marginal utility for Halo Halo, which is 80. Then 80 add to 76 to get 156. Then 156 add to 72 to get 228, and so on and so forth. In the table of marginal utility for Yum Burger, over unit price of Yum Burger, we need to get 160, which is the marginal utility for Yum Burger, to divide it in the price per unit of Yum Burger, which is 8, to get 20, then 144 divided by 8 to get 18, then 128 divided by 8 to get 16, and so on and so forth. For the last table, the marginal utility for Halo Halo over unit price for Halo Halo, we need to get 80 from the marginal utility for Halo Halo to divide it to 4, which is the price per unit of Halo Halo, to get 20. Then 76 divided by 4 to get 19, then 72 divided by 4 to get 18, and so on and so on. Second task is to draw a budget line. For us to be able to have a budget line, we need to get first our income or budget, which is amounted to 60 pesos, then divide into the unit price for Yum Burger, which is 8, to get 7.5 as our x variable or x-axis. Then 60, which is our budget again, divide into 4, which is the unit price for Halo Halo, to get 15 as our y variable or y-axis. And after that, we can plot our budget line by having our x variables or datas from 0 to 8, then y datas from 15 to the lowest number of 0. For our third requirement, it is to determine the consumer equilibrium. As you can see, this is my table. This is also from the completed consumption and utility schedule. So I will be discussing this for the next question. Our fourth requirement, after we determine the consumer equilibrium, we must first know what is consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium is the solution for the consumer's problem. This is a decision about how much the consumer will consume of a number of goods and services. The table from the question number 3 shows us 4 combinations of Yum Burger and Halo Halo that the consumer can buy since they are the same amount. Therefore, the consumer equilibrium would be 14, and that is equivalent to 60 pesos budget. For our last requirement, using our consumer equilibrium from question number 3, given the limited budget, the units for Yum Burger would be 3 units, while for the Halo Halo, it would be 7 units that the consumer can buy. That ends our discussion. I am Danica Padilla. Thank you for watching and listening.